Teen Titans Special #1, Adam Glass writing, Robson Roca on art. I'd never read anything about Adam Glass before, and I'd heard some people weren't too fond of his previous work. So I went into this with kind of, okay, I'll go in with sort of like muted expectations, almost basically neutral. I was like, okay, I don't know if it'll be bad, I don't know if it'll be good, I'll just see what it is.
Yeah, and where did you come out?
It was okay. Like, I didn't love it, I didn't dislike it. It was just kind of, like, it's actually really different from the Titan special because it's basically three different stories. Like, there's a Robin story, there's a Kid Flash story, and there's an Emmy story, a Red Arrow story. And then there's like one page or two at the end of like Robin like, I'm going to assemble a new team, and there's like a quick sort of page of like all the members. So obviously they're going to recruit the new people in the next issue, I imagine. But yeah, it had its moments. I thought the Robin story, where he's not getting kebab. He did mention kebab at one point. He's getting, I think, soup at the
Oxblood soup.
There you go. That was it. And these criminals who is it that work for Black Mask?
Yeah.
Come to like there's a racket. They come to collect their money, but they're going to burn down the place. To, like just as a lesson to all the other stores and stuff in the area. Like, this is what will happen if you don't pay up. And the kind chef dies, and his family's left without him. So Robin goes on a rampage after Black Mask. I don't want to be too critical of part of this because I feel like it's left kind of intentionally off frame, so we can like revisit it later and maybe find out what he actually did. But it does heavily imply that he shoots Black Mask in the head.
Yeah.
Which, because he's all like, oh yeah, Batman doesn't use guns, but I'm not Batman. And I'm like,
to be fair, all those guys that he left out look kind of dead.
See, I thought that as well, but I thought, well, they could just be knocked out. It's fine. Like,
there's a lot of blood though, right? And,
there is.
There's a guy with a head through a glass.
But that's the thing. I was like, you know what? He's just beat them up. It's fine. But then he's like, oh yeah, Batman doesn't use guns, but I'm not Batman. And then you just it cuts away and you hear the bam, and I'm like, what are we doing here with Damien? Like, he's kind of over the killing thing. He has been for a while. And even when he was a killer back when he's introduced, he was never, I'm going to massacre an entire group of people as often as this.
No, he just killed what was in front of him.
Yeah.
Because it was the easiest solution.
So I don't know if there's going to be like some sort of weird like twist with Damien later that.
What we're doing here is we're making him Red Hood.
Yeah, let's not do that for a start.
That's what I got based on this, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, well, this is the one that I disliked the most because of this stuff. When it got really marked, like it was fine at first. It was fine when he was just kind of like threatening the guy over the roof and whatever.
That's fine. Batman does that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I didn't finish the entire issue. I read the Robin one, and then I thought, and then I read the Emmy one. I was like, these are just standalone stories that I'm bored of. I don't want a Kid Flash one. I'm done now. I didn't read the Kid Flash one.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought, oh, it'll do a Robin one, and then it'll do him going. I thought it would just continue to him going around collecting the team a bit, and then it didn't do that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not super in love with it. It's kind of like it's not the worst thing. Again, like I feel like I said that a lot about the.
It's pretty rough though, right?
Yeah, Damien's is especially rough. Like, I thought the art in some places was kind of rough. Some of Damien's faces that he was pulling felt a bit off to me.
Roca's done a lot of work on Green Lanterns, right? Recently.
Yeah, Roca's done some good stuff in Green Lanterns. He's not a bad artist.
That's the thing, because I was very my brain. I thought it was Green Lanterns. We'd seen him a lot, and I've never had a problem with him on Green Lanterns. I don't think he's ever been stand out the best, but
I thought he handled the Red Arrow story. I thought looked much better generally.
I thought it looked better because it was a little bit cleaner, but I feel like Emmy didn't look right.
I think she looked good in the costume. Maybe once they were in the dresses and it was just like regular people and their facial reactions a bit weird.
Than she should.
Yeah, I thought they looked good in the outfits though. Did the combat look good?
No, I'll give you that one.
But yeah, because Shadow actually poisons Emmy because the whole plot of this one is that. Shadow's been assassinating various people around the city, and Emmy's been tracking her, and she's sort of figured out what the next one is, and she goes to try and protect the person, and she has this sort of like moment with her mother where her mother hugs her and she poisons her, and she electrocutes herself to kill the poison.
Do you know what my problem is? This feels like this should be such a huge thing for Emmy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of not treated like that.
Yeah. In fact, going back to the complaint they look too old, Kid Flash looks too old as well, actually.
Does it? I didn't get that far.
Not so much when he's in costume again. When he's in costume, it's fine. But the first page of him, he's on the beach and he's got these like shades on, and he just
looks like a slightly younger Kanye West.
It's the story of this one. It was he runs into Harley Quinn and El Diablo for the Suicide Squad, and they're trying to kidnap this woman, and he tries to stop them. He's like, "What are you doing?" And then it turns out later on that that she's a murderer. And they're actually taking her in. And older Wally West, OG Wally West, shows up, and like he's about to help Kid Flash. And then he phones the League and finds out this is all in the up and up. And he's like, "No, they're supposed to take her. It's fine." And the whole thing kind of leads to them having this. They go to dinner and they have this falling out because young Wally's sick of following the League rules, and he's like, "No, I need to do something myself, something that's outside of your system." So obviously he's going to be motivated to work with Damien because he's going to do a Teen Titans that's out of the system, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's basically it. I have to admit,
excited for the book now?
Not really. it feels like Adam Glass just is slightly off with the characters. Just, I mean, Damien's way off. If Damien's actually just killing people, then that is like a huge regression.
I hate that,
yeah. Yeah. If he's actually killing people, then I flat out despise that. I don't like it at all. Emmy, I think it seems most in character. She maybe doesn't react enough. Kid Flash though feels like I don't know. Like he's had his problems with Barry and trust issues, but him going completely to no, I have to stop taking orders from older people and work outside the Justice League system and do my own thing. And I'm like, because Wally's whole thing, older Wally is like, for the future reference, older Wally is Wally, young Wally is Wallace, right? We've established this.
That a week or two ago, yeah. Right,
Wallace's whole thing is like no. Everyone keeps like talking down at me and like and Barry keeps like nothing's ever good enough, and Wally's like no. He's just trying to teach you things, and there's more to learn, and like you may not realize this now, but when I was your age, like I was kind of angry about this stuff as well, but I realized when I got older, I still had so much to learn, and just give him Wally's being quite sensible and saying no, like you've got a lot to learn, you're being a little bit arrogant, like you have experiences to go through, even if you think you know everything, you don't, and Wallace just kind of speeds off. He's like, no, I need to do things my own way, and he speeds off. So he's been the aggressive little teenager. I mean, I guess you could argue that he's just growing into that, but again, it feels very abrupt. It feels very
sudden. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as well, I'm a little annoyed at the issue in general. It's kind of a waste of an issue, right? As a special.
Yeah, it doesn't really set anything up. Yeah.
But yeah, what's the point of this other than have an extra oversized, overpriced issue?
The only thing that really, I mean, obviously, I guess you're saying it's kind of the motivations for each of the characters, but it's very thin, and all it really is the last like 2 pages of Damien. I need to form a new Teen Titans, and then there's a page of all the characters like one by one, and who they are.
Yeah, like, I know I had some criticisms with the Titans issue being fragmented.
Oh, I'm way more excited about that.
I had a critique of how it felt like, okay, we're just going around collecting, but at least that had a through line.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had a point to it. I don't begrudge it as a waste of an issue. This here, I'm like, well, this is just 3 short stories.
Yeah. It's kind of frustrating because it's everything's just a little bit off again, except from Damien killing people. If that's actually what he's doing here, then that's a lot off. But everything else just feels just left the center, right? Everything's just a little bit off, and it feels a little bit weird. It's not like you're reading a Scott Lobdell book and it just feels horrible. It's not like you're reading or you're looking at art by I don't know, pick a bad artist. Brett Booth, right? It's not like nothing about it's a train wreck. It just feels a little lackluster. And I'll read issue 1 of the main book and see what the actual team's like together. Right? I think it's worth doing that. But
I'm less excited, because I was kind of neutral as well, like you. I didn't really know what to expect. I have no previous experience, so I was like, I mean, it could be good, could be bad. Yeah, that's how I came to this. I'm going into the first issue a bit negative now. I'm not expecting to like it. I'm expecting this to feel like, okay, this might feel weird.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting to try the first issue and then not read anymore. But
It's kind of a shame, right?
it's kind of a shame. Obviously, I hope it surprises me. I hope it pulls me in. But that's.
I mean, I guess the advantage of half the team being new characters is that he can't get them wrong.
That is true. That is true. But so far, I'm not feeling super hopeful. So I guess we'll rate Teen Titans Special #1. How did you feel?
Yeah, I give it a 4.
Yeah, I'll probably give it a 5. Very in the middle. Nothing to be kind of super happy about. Again, though, if they confirm that he's actually killing people, then it would probably shoot down like 2 points. Like
Yeah,
right now, I'm
my
giving the benefit of the doubt.
That being a big.
Yeah, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt because it's off panel. I'm assuming something else is there. That maybe this will come back up in the main book at some point, like because they'll find out. Wait, did you kill Black Mask? And they'll think he did, and then it'll reveal later. No, he didn't really kill Black Mask. There was more to it than that. Like that'd be my hope.